Hi, beautiful ladies. Welcome back to my channel. So, one of our beautiful listeners had requested that I do a video on color analysis for darker skin exoticals. So, that is what I'm going to do today. We've entered a new season, the season of fall, also known as the season of fashion. And so I think it is a good time to talk about color analysis and how to find colors that complement darker skin tones. Now, warm colors like browns, mauves, mustard have been known to look good on darker skin tones because it complements our undertones and it brings out our features. But a lot of people don't realize that there's so many other colors that are better suited for darker skin tones just based on your undertone. And a lot of people don't realize that darker skin tones can have a cooler undertone. A lot of times we ascribe cooler tones to lighter skin tones. So we think that only white people or Asians can have cooler undertones, like a blue undertone or a pink. That darker skin tones can only have a warmer undertone, like yellow and red. And that's far from the truth. And a lot of times, if you do not style yourself properly, I think that you should wear whatever you want to wear, but you can really make or break your appearance just simply from the colors that you choose to wear. And just note that a color analysis is simply a guideline to help you curate an aesthetic that enhances your undertone, your eye color, and your hair color. It's not a be all end all Bible that you must follow or else. It's just a guideline to help you, especially if you are someone who's in the public eye, or especially like you're climbing the corporate ladder or you're a model. A lot of times, an image consultant or a stylist will style you based on your color analysis, or sometimes they call it based on your color season. So, the colors of the 4 seasons that suit you the best. So, winter, fall, spring, summer. This can be confusing if you don't know where to start or you don't really understand the foundation of color analysis. So, if you don't want to do it yourself, don't. You can always hire a trusted professional to conduct an analysis for you. Just make sure that they have experience in working with darker skin tones, because a lot of people think that if you are of a darker skin tone, that you can only wear colors from the warmer seasons. You can only wear colors that suit yellow and red undertones, warm undertones. So hire someone who knows how to style darker skin tones. You can also look at celebrities who have similar features to you. So they have similar eye color, similar hair color, and similar complexion. You want to try to get it as close as possible. So you want to try to find someone who has the exact, if possible. So exact eye color, skin tone, and hair color, so that you are getting the best match. If you wear the wrong color, it can make you look washed out. It can really bring out and emphasize any blemishes that you may have on your skin. So hire a professional or look at celebrities for inspiration. But for those of you who would like to learn how to do your own color analysis, I'm going to be giving a very high level overview on how to do this. I'll also be linking a study that I refer to that was conducted by the New Mexico State University. It gives a really great breakdown on how to style yourself. It's a very, very short read, but the good thing about this is that it's comprehensive enough in that it can apply to women of all skin tones. So when you're doing your color analysis, you want to determine your coloring by analyzing your skin without makeup. So what you're going to do is stand in front of a mirror without makeup, and you want to use natural lighting. So try to do this in the daytime when you have access to adequate sunlight. So that sometimes like fluorescent lights and other lighting can really throw off your true color. So using natural sunlight will really help to show you what you truly look like. Get a couple color swatches from your closet. So get some pieces that are warm, so maybe some red pieces or some yellow, and get some pieces that are cool. So maybe like a bright white, a blue, a green, and you just want to hold each piece up. You can even like get a scarf or a handkerchief or just anything that is that color so that you can hold it up to your skin and make that comparison. So you're going to just hold it up, look in the mirror, and just take note of what looks good on you. What really brings out your features, what makes your skin look soft and glowy and dewy, and what also take note of the colors that make your skin kind of look harsh. Maybe you look a bit flat, maybe your blemishes look a little bit more prominent, you just don't look like you pop. Take note of that. And the colors that really accentuate your features, whether they're warm or cool, that will be your color that better suits your undertone. So most skin tones will have undertones of yellow, red, pink, or blue, regardless of your race or shade. So that's why it's best to do this when you're not wearing makeup, and also try to compare these colors to a part on your body that is not tan, because sometimes when we're tanned, like your skin will look a little bit more warm, and so you think like, oh, okay, I have a warm undertone, when actually, like, if you go to another part of your body, like your forearm for example, and you look at your forearm and it's like, oh, it's actually lighter, and when I actually see my skin, it looks like it's cooler. I can see blue undertones or I can see pinks. And so again, just to keep in mind when you are analyzing these color shades against your skin, just keep in mind that yellow and red are warm and pink and blue are cool. So if you find that yellow and reds and any other color around that in between, so like oranges, mustard yellow, these are generally considered to be warm, whereas pinks, blues, or anything close to that, like purples, greens, those would be considered cool. Once you find the color that suits you, you can even go further and find the color season that suits you, and that'll give you a wider range of color blends that will suit your tone. So I mentioned before that there are also colors associated with the seasons, so winter, spring, summer, autumn. But then even when you break that down even more, each of these seasons are broken down into dark, cool, bright. So once you are able to find your colors, you can just honestly look up, and the picture on the screen here will show you some celebrities who have different, based on their color seasons. You can go on their Instagram, you can go on Pinterest, or just simply Google the person and just take note of the outfits that they wear. And then you can also look for other women who have similar skin tones. Sometimes Google will even recommend women who look similar to the person. Pinterest will do the same, and that can help you to curate certain outfits. It's not even so much the outfit per se. I do believe that you should style your clothing based on your body type as well, because some cuts of clothing look better on certain body types, but it's mainly the color. And if you are wearing a wrong type of color, a color that does not suit your skin tone, the article of clothing can end up look like it's wearing you instead of you wearing that clothing. So take your time. Again, it can be confusing, but the beauty of leveling up is that it's a marathon and it's not a sprint, it's a journey. You get to learn, you get to grow, and you get to discover new things that you probably wouldn't have considered before. And it's also fun. It really is fun to be able to discover something new about yourself, to be able to discover new articles of clothing that you probably would have never considered before. So take your time, curate a capsule wardrobe based on these pieces. Now that we're in fall, like this is the perfect time to really get into different colors that suit your skin tone and really just flex on people. You look like you know what you're doing. And honestly, you end up looking like that girl because you know how to style yourself. You're going to look much more put together. And just as an aside, here are some colors that are trending for fall 2024. So you can also keep these in mind when you are putting your outfits together. And as another aside, when you are shopping for articles of clothing, you want to also keep in mind the quality of fabric that you're purchasing, because that can also make or break how an article of clothing looks on you. Cheaper quality materials like polyester or nylon or chiffon can honestly make a beautiful red dress, for example, look really tacky and shiny. Whereas if you were to get something more better quality like satin, silk, wool, it'll really, it kind of, it mutes the color, but it shows what the true color is. And so it therefore looks better on you. So when you're shopping, look out for pieces of quality clothing like cashmere, wool, denim, leather. Not only will they last you longer, but again, they will truly look better on you because they are better quality. And just as a note for pieces like cashmere and wool, I recommend going to a thrift store if you can to get these pieces, because I notice even brands like Aritzia, where they do offer very, very good quality wool pieces. 9 times out of 10, these pieces are going to be mixed with other material. Mixing wool and cashmere together is not a big deal. They are pretty much the same thing. One is just softer than the other, but you don't want to be spending like $500 on a wool coat, for example, and it's mixed with nylon and other things. If you're going to be spending that money, you want to make sure that it's quality and that it's going to last you a long time. It's going to be warm and it's not going to look cheap because you're paying the money. So you might as well get a bang for your buck. I find that when you go to thrift store, people give away a lot of vintage pieces. You're likely to get pieces that are 100% pure wool, cashmere, denim, leather, what have you. Like the other day, I was looking for a black wool coat and I was able to get a Calvin Klein coat for $30. Whereas I was eyeballing another coat from Aritzia and it was $500 blended. The good thing about purchasing quality pieces and purchasing articles of clothing that complement your skin tone is that you're able to wear these multiple times over multiple years. And it's not going to be like a trendy piece that you can maybe only wear one season and then it becomes out of style next season. You're able to get a better bang for your buck because you're able to wear it multiple times over, and you're also able to mix and match with other pieces. So you'll find that you'll have more outfit choices. So color trends for fall 2024 are bright reds, chocolate browns, moss greens. Browns and dark greens, honestly, are pretty obvious. Burgundies, like those are the tried and true colors year after year. But one thing that I did notice that is a little bit different are the different shades of blue, including baby blue, as well as pinks and yellows and light greens. These are new-ish colors for fall 2024. So try some of these pieces. You can mix and match some colors. You'll probably find that you have many of these colors in your closet anyway. Let me know what you think about this video. How did you find your color season? How do you shop according to your color? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.